Hello everyone, here I am doing photos of the week live again. Just haven't had time to sort it out, too busy and all that. So I thought, I'll just do it live. It's much easier, to be honest, because the editing to record the video, because I have to do the voiceover and everything, it ends up taking us like 3 or 4 hours from start to finish. And this actually is a lot easier to do it this way. But I hope you're all good and you've had a good week. I've had a better week. I've been out more. I went to Roke Park. If anyone who watched my dive video the other day, when was that? Last Sunday. It came out on the Sunday, but I recorded it on the Friday, and I was not in a very happy mood, shall we say. And I went to bed that Friday night, and I said to myself, right, you're gonna get up, you're gonna go at Roke Park, you're gonna feel better, you're gonna stop all of this kind of miserableness, as it were. And so I did. I did. Well, actually, was it actually Sunday that I went to Roke Park, or Saturday? I can't remember. I think it was a Saturday. Yeah, whichever. But I went further, you know what I mean? I've made complaints about the wheelchair. I've been offered a new one. Although I have been out to check it as well, like to make sure it's still okay. I still do feel really nervous about it, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. However, I know that I've got to fight that and just keep thinking it'll be fine, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. And I don't know if getting the new one will be better, because then maybe that will help, essentially. Anyway, I was just getting this set up, and I realised the time. Well, actually, I was watching Lex's video, and I realised the time. I was like, 29 minutes past. I was like, oh God. I started watching ages ago. And, things just, you get busy, don't you? So, as I said, I hope you've all had a good week since the last one. But yeah, I think I did link below. I've also started a new channel, and I might as well mention it while I'm here. And it's basically a reaction channel, and it's just called Lainie Reacts, simple as. And I have linked it below, so if anyone isn't subscribed and you wouldn't mind, then please do. Thank you very much. That would be cool. So I'm going to give it another minute or so just to see if anyone else pops in, and then I'll get started. That is the plan. Right, let's say hello to those who are here now, shall we? Hi Antoinette. Hi Chris. Hi Mike. Hi Ruth. Yeah, fight back. Yeah, definitely. Hi Sharon. You're having your wheels checked tomorrow. Your foot plate and side arm needs redoing. Yeah, I've got one of my side arms was waiting for like the padding, you mean, Mike, and the back wheel still needs doing as well, because they were still waiting for that to come in. But they did the other wheels just so like I could get out, really. Obviously, not realizing it wasn't as it was. But the operational manager rang me from the company and said just to let me know that they were investigating it, etc. And I'll get a report back, blah blah. So check my phone. Oh, hello Ian. Thank you, Chris. What am I checking my phone for? All right. I'll just do it this way, Ian, and that way, because my plan is not to hang about after, and I know I'm terrible for stuff like that. But there's a couple of things I want to do, but I'll message you back. All right. It's easier. So where have I been this week? So I've been round the doors. I've been to Roker Park once, round the doors. I've been round the doors loads. And then I did the sunset last night, which was pretty cool. But I've kept them till the end. And I've actually got a little bit of a video clip as well in this. Only 44 photos, which is not bad for me. I hate wearing these glasses on here, but it's so reflective. But if I take them off, I just can't see. I can't see. Like, my eyes are so blurred, it's ridiculous. Having said that, I've got really bad spots across my nose. So it's probably better to look without them because I can't see. Hi, Mandy. No, my leg forcing it to come loose and started to sore, and I can feel what's going on. Hope that makes sense. Oh. I hope you manage to get it sorted, Mike, and then the sore doesn't become anything serious. 44. No, there was like to be honest, I took thousands. It's just that like round the door, like that I've actually chose to put in this because 90% of them are repeated, or some of them are repeated, if that makes sense. Right. Okay, I'm going to start because I've been here 7 minutes and I haven't showed a photograph yet. And if anyone's watching later on, they can watch later on, can't they? Yeah, of course. Makes sense to me. Oh, I know what I'll have to do. I'll have to bring the thing up on my phone or I won't be able to see what he said. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen first. Glad things are better for you, Lainie. Oh, thank you, Ruth. I'm only showing 44 for now, just because I've only been round the doors a little bit. You booked your flu jab today for Sunday and you feel like an old person. No offence. Alrighty, I'll get rid of you because we don't need you. Look at that face. It's so cute. He hasn't been very well a little bit. He's had a bit of a upset stomach. And yeah, but he seems to be feeling better. Yeah, he was wanting to go out every couple of hours the other night. Just like, constant. Right, just minus the sound down so I don't end up playing that, adverts and stuff. Right. Right, I'm guessing everyone can see. Okay. So everyone knows this is Jasper. When, as I was building back up to go out, I went out with my daughter and we obviously had Jasper with us. No, we didn't go too far. He was happy, as you can see. Right. I don't know what kind of flower this is, as I'm really not good with flowers, as you may have noticed. But I just thought it was such a beautiful orange colour. But also, I loved how this sort of inside was kind of like twisted round. I don't know. It was just like, as if it was like guarding the scent a bit, or if it was just newly coming open, or what. But yeah, I just liked how it was twisted round. It gave it a bit extra depth, and or maybe this is what it does when it dies. I'm not really sure. Is the tips of these are sort of darker, if you can see, on each of them. Have I paused this, or is it not working? I'm not sure if this is working, so if the chat's or maybe you're just not speaking and that's why. Because oh no, yeah. See, I thought it was just this one. It's not catching up. If a woman says she's been around the doors in Yorkshire, it means something you shouldn't be sharing on YouTube. You know what I mean. Your flu job got cancelled due to some mechanical issues. Yes, it's an orange one. That would be mine. Oh, an Asta. ESTA. I'm assuming Asta is the right. Thanks, Chris. Is the right word. Hi, Dave. Oh, it is working. Yeah, I don't know why, but mine just it hadn't caught up for me for some reason. Now this is Thompson Park. So the roses, there's like a whole area of like rose bushes in Thompson Park, and they're coming right to the end now. So there's very few roses left, but I managed to snap a few. But I just love how sort of edging, you know, how it's shaped. What's that? It's got a name, that one. It's like on clothing. This sort of, I can't think what it's called though. But yeah, there's some beautiful like, well, there was all colours: yellow, white, red, peachy like coloured, orange ones, yeah, pink ones. They're all cool. But it's just nice how, I think this is depth of field, you know, when you have like the background blurred. I don't know anything about photography, you can tell. I've tried looking into it, you know, and I'm just it just doesn't seem to be sinking in, and I don't know if I need someone to show us rather than like trying to watch something, because it just isn't sinking in. So maybe I just need to go like to a class or something. I might have to see if I can find one that I can get to. If they're really jagged edges, it's called pinking. Oh, cool. Hi, Paul. Is there a nice scent of them too? Yes, when they're in the height of summer, yeah, it is really. It's really lovely. When they're all in bloom, and it just looks, because they're all like in rows or something. One day when I'm there, I'll take a photo. Well, maybe I'll wait till the proper summer again and take a photo of the whole thing, just so you can see, because I think it looks really pretty. Again, just some roses. I just thought these were weird that they were on the same stem, but they were totally different colours. So this one was very light, and this one was darker. And I don't know whether it starts out darker, and as it gets bigger, it becomes lighter, or the other way around. I'm not really sure, but I just again thought they were pretty. All right, so moving on to Mr. B. I really like this picture. He just looks very well. His yellow isn't very defined. I know there's loads of different types of bees out there, but he was busy and getting on with life type of thing, which you do. So looks blurred on my phone. Doesn't on my screen. Maybe my phone just needs a wash. Could be. Thank you, Ruth. See you later. Again, another bee. He was just flying in. You can just about see the blur of his wings here. I don't know if you can see it on there, but the blur of his wings around there and there. But yeah, just managed to catch him at the right moment, I suppose. But I've got like a fascination with bees now. Just I can sit and photograph them for ages and just disappear. But yeah. Right, this was a couple of flies. I'm like to thinking, right? They've got names, and they're having a chat about who. I was going to say who shit the bee landed on. Oh, did you land on that big pile around the corner? Was that big? I don't know why. And then I kind of give them a monk accent. All flies have a monk accent, I guess. That's what I'm guessing. Okay. So we'll just call them Liam and Noel. Sorry to trigger you, Sharon. Thanks about the bee picture, Ian. But yeah, it just looks like they're having a conversation about where's the best, best minging things to go and puke on or whatever they do. But yeah. Okay. I think I've stopped again, or have I? I don't know. I know if I've stopped or it's just not moving. Oh, monkey bees. What is the most dangerous bee? Hepatitis B. Cheese. Moving on to Red Admiral Butterfly. I think there for a second. Which butterfly is this again? Yeah, this is Red Admiral. Red Admiral. Speak, Lainie, speak. I got 2 photos of this. The second one is my favourite, but I just put it in because it's so cool. I was just thinking, I could only see one of these antennae. I was going to say antlers there, but that's very not right. But the other one's coming up there, actually. I've just realised. You can see his feet. And you can see all the little hairs on the leaf down there. Don't know if you can see, but I can. I might zoom in. There, can you see all the little hairs on the leaf in the corner? It's quite weird. To be honest, you can see them on his legs as well. Well, I can, again, but not sure if you can. Right, zoom back out. I prefer this one. I don't know why, just because I can see his eyes. Well, not that he was looking at me, because clearly he wasn't, but yeah. They're just so pretty, and although they're like similar, none of them are quite the same. I've had like them with this blue pattern going all the way around. Where you can where he or she has only got it just along that edge there and along that edge a little bit. But like I said, I've had it where they've had the blue pattern all the way around. So, and then moving on to Mr. Spider. So I took this when I was round the doors. So this is a European garden spider that looks a lot bigger in picture than it actually is. Not a fan of spiders, I have to say, but live and let live and all that. I mean, it just looks like a black blob there, doesn't it? Or is it just me? But again, this has got like hairs on its legs. But I know they look quite spiky, don't they? But then maybe that's how it hangs on, or is able to detach itself from its web. I'm not really sure. Must be something, mustn't it? I'm just going to refresh again because it seems to not be catching up. Come back. Hi Nick. A flutterby. What kind of bees like milk? Boobies. Chip flies works for you. Oh well, I did you a favour then. I did you a favour. All right, so I saw this. This is a cabbage white butterfly, right? And it was like moving quite a bit. And I took a picture. I took a few, but this is one of a few that is. And this is a different day to the day to the photograph I've shown you. So this was last night. I took this picture, and I thought, oh, is that coming out of its cocoon, right? And then I was like, doesn't seem like the right time of year to be coming out of a cocoon. But I just thought, well, you never know. Sometimes, you know, nature might not. Nature gets it wrong, I should say. And so I was watching it and that, and then I thought, I zoomed in, and then I realised that actually it wasn't a cocoon, but it was. Stops blurring. A spider that had caught a butterfly in its web. And I felt so sorry for her, but obviously there's nothing I could do. But at the same time, I kind of was fascinated to watch it as well. So yeah, he was like wrapping him up. But obviously, the first bit that I saw where it was moving and fluttering about was when it was first caught, and if I go back after this is finished, if I go back here, you can see clearly his legs are there, the spider, and the spider's leg coming around, well, two of his legs coming around here. But I didn't notice that, like, at first when I was taking the pictures. It wasn't initially until it spun and I seen it. But yeah, I don't know why this keeps stopping, but it keeps stopping. Sorry, I'm talking about the chat, by the way. Yeah, the circle of life, innit? Exactly. All right, calm down, Elton. But yeah, it was kind of fascinating to watch, but at the same time, I was like, oh, you know what I mean? So yeah, that was the end result. And it was really hard to take photographs because it kept moving. So every time I got it in focus, it was like moving. So this was the best I got. But it's weird. It's the same type of spider. It's the European garden spider, which was the same spider I've just shown, but that was on different days. The spider will take it to his shed and make a hand glider out of it. Is it like part of the A-team spiders or something? That's what they do. Anyway, this is Roker Park, a blackbird, male blackbird. I think he's young still because he hasn't quite got all of his, well, he didn't look very big, but there's like patches of him. I don't know if you can really see on here, but there's little bits of patches where I think his old feathers are going. You know what I mean? But yeah, I thought he was cute. Yeah, clever little bugger he was, aye. Magpie. Oh, I jumped. So there's a magpie. Now I've seen a few of these with a few birds where they look kind of bald around the back of the neck. And on one of the magpies I seen like that, I could clearly see ticks on its back of its neck, and I didn't know if it was just young, this one, or if again there was any ticks there, but I couldn't see anything or any skin irritation. So hopefully this one's okay, and it may be just getting its new feathers or whatever. So yeah. Anyway, I feel like I haven't photographed this one in a while, to be honest. But he was on seagull patrol. Mr. Swan here. He didn't want them getting anything. And so he was. I think he's still getting his new feathers in. His winter one, his flight feathers, I think. But yeah, he was chasing the seagulls a bit, and as you can see by his face there, so if you can see that, that was kind of like, don't mess, isn't it? And he was like, okay, I'm off. It's what I'm telling you, like. But yeah, I added them in just to show. Again, he was getting a wash, so I managed to catch him washing. And it's funny how they kind of raise up and then they flap their wings into the water and lift it over themselves. And then you'd think they wouldn't really. I mean, they do a lot of cleaning and pruning, but I think they get a lot of mites and stuff. So I suppose it's a way of like keeping all those things off. At this time of year, I suspect there will be more than adults magpies. Seen a few recently. Also, that adults molt to that. I didn't know that. I didn't know. So, yeah. I suppose it would make sense. I mean, I knew the swans did, but I suppose most of them do, because they're going to get battered, aren't they, and stuff all the time with the weather and various things. Again, it's him getting a wash. Yeah, soprano swans, Lake Mafia, definitely. Oh, he is definitely the Lake Mafia man there, definitely. The water's being cleaned. So I've been told it was meant to be cleaned, and I haven't been since. So I can't remember if it was the 6th or the 7th or something. They were going to clean it or something. Not really sure, but it's supposed to have been dredged because there was all sorts in the bottom of it. So I wonder if they've done it. I'll find out, I suppose. And then I just happened to catch that as he was going the other way, and I decided to put it black and white because I just think it would give a better effect than in the colour. Okay. Right, so I'm about halfway through now. All right. So again, this is Roker Park. There's a lady who drops monkey nuts down the park for the squirrels and stuff. There's some there, and he was obviously eating one, so I managed to catch him. He was there for quite a while. I quite often see squirrels down here. She also feeds the pigeons and things like this seed, which then brings the rats out as well. And I saw a couple of weeks ago, I saw a rat with 3 babies. But quite often see rats down there now. I never remember seeing them when I was young. Then again, I weren't really looking for them either. And now that I look for everything, I do see things a lot more. You like it in the black and white? Yeah, I think so too. And the sun picture, that is, yeah. Again, he was just, there's like a tree stump there, and she put some bits of food on there as well. So I went and got some pictures of him there. He was quite small compared to other squirrels I've seen. Very cute though. Very cute. Anyway, moving on. Apologies for the quality of these pictures. The next two pictures, both are robins. I took these through my window from my bed. This is the railing that is at the side of my house on, where my ramp is. And this little robin was sitting on the edge of it. And so I managed to get a picture of him. And, well, two pictures of him actually. And I just thought I'd include them. But yeah, they were taken through the window from my bed. It's amazing what you can see if you're just looking through the window from your bed and you happen to have a camera. Right, I'll get this to update again. Oh. I don't know if that's I don't know why YouTube is not keeping up, but it doesn't. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Anyway, so last night, on the night that wait a minute, what day was it yesterday? So yesterday it was Wednesday. But a week gone Monday, so bank holiday Monday, I was going to go out and take pictures of the sunset. I went out at 5 o'clock, but then I ended up getting stuck in that because the wheel fell off. So I wanted to go and still do that. To be honest, on the day that I chose before, on the bank holiday Monday, I shouldn't have gone really because there wasn't even any sun, as it were. Like I said, there weren't any sun, and so I thought to myself, I'll ask the carers if I can switch around my calls a little bit, and then I'll go out tonight, type of thing. So yes, last night. So I went out about 4:30, and I got back in about just after 8, I think, which was pretty cool. But these are all of the sunset. I kind of went. I went around. I went to Thompson Park, went round the doors, and then I went over by the stadium. And behind the stadium, well, next to the stadium is the beacon of light, and behind the beacon of light is this sort of pathway that looks over at the river. And in the distance of the river is so that's the Alex Bridge there. Obviously, this is the river, as you can see with the sun reflecting, and this is the Spire Bridge that's right in the distance. So yeah, this is like the start of the sun going down. So I thought I'd show you a few. I put this one in because I like the reflection of the water. Put some mealworms in your hand and you'll come and eat. Yeah, I'll have to try that sometime. Hello, obviously because I was in my bed and the doors weren't open, I just did it through the window, but that would be cool. I know there's a guy on one of the bird groups that I'm on. He goes with like a coffee every morning on the top of his coffee in the lid. He has one of them, like it's just like a thermos thing, so it's not hot on the outside. And on the lid he puts some seeds and stuff, and the robin comes and eats every morning. And he talks to it. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, I kind of wanted to go back and do the sunset thing, so that didn't become an issue with the fact that that's what I was going to do at the time when the wheelchair went. I quite like including the fence in it. I didn't think that I would, but I quite liked including the fence in it, especially when the sun hits the top of it there and it sort of splays, but also have the reflection still in the bottom. and have the fence itself look sort of darker in the foreground. This is me just looking across the grass. That's the Spire Bridge there. Sharon, that's the road with all the lights, the lamp posts. You know, that I've got in that other photograph that you like. That's just at the side. Obviously that's, well, it's not obvious, but that's a crane, by the way. Yeah, it looks quite golden at points. Right, like at this point. I don't know what that mark is on the picture itself. I don't know if it's something on the front of the camera or if it's just like a reflection of the sun hitting something or something or other. I don't know. Again, I like how shadowed these flowers are, or weeds, or whatever they are. Probably weeds. But I just think it looks really pretty. And you can see there, well, I'm hoping you can see. I'm just trying. You can see the wind farm over there in the distance, behind the bridge itself. Yeah, it's amazing how many different colours you get from like the one sunset, if that makes sense. Like, there's like some of it's kind of gold, and then like obviously there's still a little bit of blue, but it's a lot darker at the top, as you can see, and then it goes into all these different shades and all these just like beautiful warm colours, and I just think it looks really amazing. And you've got tiny dot for a bird up there, tiny dot for the bird up there. And the thing is if I turned around and took a photo the other way, it's so much darker. It's weird. But yeah. Love the colour of this one. Yeah, me too. This one's one of my favourites actually. And I didn't think that it would be. I shared it on Instagram earlier on. But I just liked the shadow of these grasses, weeds, whatever they are, the shadow of the fence itself, and then the sort of difference in colour between the top up here, where you get these sort of darker blues into sort of lighter blues and greys almost, and then when you come into the bottom half, you've got this sort of yellowy golden, and then right low down it sort of goes more orangey with a bit of red, I think. But yeah, I think it was definitely one of my favourites. As you can see, there was quite a bit of cloud over there. But yeah, this is probably one of my favourites, this. Then again, maybe this one. That's the worst thing. It's when you start taking some, you're like, oh, I like that one, and then I like that one. And again, it's just sort of like the different colours as it goes down, and it's amazing. And you can see the spire there and the wind farm in the distance. Yeah, me too, Sharon. And the sun's kind of, completely behind these clouds, which are sort of highlighting around the edges of them, which looks quite cool. But yeah, I think like because it had been such a lovely day, I thought that the sunset would have been quite clear maybe, but maybe not. You have the same artifact on the fence as the previous, maybe lens flare. Yeah, yeah. So with lens flare, does that mean I need a filter? I don't know. Is that a filter? I can see something there on this one. I don't know if it's more zoom. It's moved because it's more zoomed out or whatever, but yeah. And then this is the picture before, but I've zoomed in so you can see the spire better. The wind farm in the background, and again just these lovely orangey, golden, yellowy, and even like sort of so bright there that it's kind of white almost. But then you come down here and it's got like an orangey red tone to it. Use a lens hood for the most part. Lens flares course when shooting into the direct sun. Alright, okay. A lens hood, must remember that. Again, this is just the side of the fence, and then looking across. But again, it's just, I just think it looks beautiful. Like, don't know, you can't see any lens flare on this, but maybe it was where it was. Maybe I was just a little bit far out or something, I'm not sure. Well, not zoomed in anyway, am I? So that might be it, I'm not sure. Don't know how it works. I'm not very good at this. Technology side, I mean. And then that's that without the, same thing without the fence. Excuse me. But yeah, I just think it looks really pretty and do you mind?
It make me want to shout, come on, baby, shout.
You're spoiling my video, David.
What video?
Because I was talking through my things.
So you're not live, you're doing a video?
No, I am. Hold on, I'm finishing this. Okay. Lulu has lost it again. Saying that you, Lulu. I bet you don't even know who Lulu is, do you? She sang a song called Shout.
Oh, yeah.
You do know it.
The song I just sang.
I thought you were singing Mysterious. What you call it? Girl? Maybe it wasn't. Yeah. Kids. Anyway, moving on. This is probably another one of my favorites. Just like, I think it was pretty much, there was not much left of the sunlight now. Yeah, I don't know, because I was looking at other people's, right, and like in different areas, and they were watching the sunset in different areas, and ended up getting like totally different pictures, which I thought was quite strange. You know what I mean? But I suppose maybe if you're on higher ground, if you're on lower ground, you know, different angles, different cameras, could be all relevant, I suppose. No, he's not. Oh, and this is another one of my favourites actually, because again with the shadows of the thistles. I think these were the thistles. It's hard to say with these teeth. But yeah, the thistles. I just like the shadows of them, and again just the glow between the clouds, which almost looks white, doesn't it? So amazing. And you just get these like random little bits that sort of here and there. But yeah, it's cool. Lainie reacts to David singing. It's just the wrong channel, Manty. Yeah, and it was just sort of going down behind these trees still, and as you can see, it's sort of, I think the lower it gets, the redder it gets, or it seems. But this is really pretty. It's so like amazing to watch you know, like I was there for quite a while actually, because I got there sooner than I needed to be really. I was probably there about an hour and 20 minutes, sort of watching this happen, maybe a little bit more. But it was lovely to watch. Again, just a little bit more zoomed in. But it's like so red down there. Well, not red, but it is kind of a red, isn't it? That it's like an orangey red. Yeah, that is definitely more. It's like a purpley red. So it was the last of the sun was kind of behind these trees, and then I just tried to zoom in a little bit to get that. So this sort of made it kind of like a purpley red colour, but it's cool. And then weirdly, I quite like this, so I zoomed back out, and then there was these. I think these are like grasses, aren't they? Type of grass, I think. But because it was the light was just hitting this one grass, I just thought it looked quite cool. So you have like the blur in the background, but these being in focus, and then the light just hitting this one grass. Maybe it's just me, but I liked it. Yeah, it's pretty much gone now. Like just the after effects, afterglow. Is that what it is? An afterglow. You can see the little light on the top of the spire. That's always on. It's just to point it out, I suppose. It's sometimes the light it up. Like they light up quite a few things around here. So, I took a picture of the cranes. I mean, you know, as you do. Again, you can see the light on the spire. This is the old railway track thing. It's along there, the old railway bridge thing, and that is the Alex Bridge. And just before them, just behind them, sorry, is some more of the windmills. What are they called? Not windmills. Can't remember what they're called. Wind farms. Wind farms, isn't it? It's a wind farm. Right. Is that the last one? I think it might be. Yes, it is. It's the last one. Right. So, wind turbines. Is that what it is? I'm going to stop sharing. Right. I'm back. Apologies for the David singing. If you heard that. It's like you couldn't hear it, was it? Anyway. But yeah, so them's what I've taken the last few days. If you're watching this live, like those in the chat now, that would be cool. If you could say, did you have any favourites, anything you liked? If you're watching it after the effect, then please comment below and let me know what you like. Also, if you've joined recently, in the side chat I did mention earlier on about my second channel. I have linked it below, so it's a reaction channel. So if you're not subscribed, I'd be really grateful if you did. And also, if you want to recommend something, go over there and comment on one of the videos and recommend as well, which would be cool. Lulu's gone into the sitting room. He's gone to watch whatever he's gone to watch, something. Yeah, he's very manly. He, yeah. Oh, thanks for sharing that again, Chris. But yeah, that is the end of these ones. I'll be back again next week. I'm going to try and find a way to record it without having to do it live, like a simpler way. And I was wondering if there is a way somewhere. There's got to be a way somehow, rather than me have to put all of them in in order and then voice over them and make notes so that I know what I'm talking about, but then sometimes not quite having enough space to speak. So, and I did try and record the screen, but that didn't work. Maybe I could do it with OBS or something. I'll have a look anyway. But that should be cool. I do like your landscape pictures. They're probably my favourite. Yeah. Thanks, Sharon. I did enjoy taking the sunset. It was really nice. I'm really looking forward to going doing a sunrise one, so that'd be cool. But yeah. Oh, hi, Keaton. KP. And thank you for subbing to the other channel. Thank you very much. But I'm just about to go anyway, so wasn't staying on. It was just to do the video and what's coming up. What day are we on? Thursday. So next video from me will be Sunday. Yeah, so the next video for me will be Sunday, which will be my diet one. Then I'll be back on Tuesday for Banish Bin, which is Stay Green. And then I'll be back after that for Chatty Tuesday. On my new channel, there'll be a video up every day of a song that I'm reacting to. So there'll be something anyway. Good idea. Reaction channels are blowing up everywhere. If you want lots of new subs, react to Tom McDonald. He has an army of followers on reaction channels. Tom McDonald. Never heard of that. Black and white one was my favourite, but I'll have photos, Lainie. Thank you very much, Mandy. Thank you. No, there'll be one on Tuesday, Ian. It's not Chatty Thursday. I'm not chatty. I've got Lulu in the building. God, these spots are really shiny. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everyone. And I shall catch you next time. Bye-bye.